Hi, this is Libby Sweiger with Amused Now, and I'm interviewing this morning Sam Wesst, and he is an author and musician. And Sam, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Writing was something that I decided to try one day. Actually, I was setting up in northern Minnesota in a lodge, and was reading a book and deciding that I didn't like what I was reading. I thought, I wonder if I could write something better. So I actually put the book down, grabbed the notepad, and started writing. And years later, I've got one book published and a few more on the way. So.
And what's the name of your book again?
It's called Sam Wesst, Wounded Warriors.
And what's the book about a little bit?
Well, the book's about a group of Marines in Vietnam. They were recruited into a special unit, ran covert operations. They were a unit where they were, stripped of their identity, no longer part of the U.S. military or the U.S. government. They performed some really, difficult and quite ugly operations that went on during Vietnam. And when they came home from Vietnam, one of them came home with some of the truth, some of the evidence of what really happened in Vietnam. And the government figured this out, or the dark side of the government that figured this out, that they had this information. They started hunting them, trying to find them. And it's the book is all about the guys all coming together. It's interesting because they were motorcyclists, Harley riders, before they went into Vietnam. And when they got home, they always they had taken bike trips before when they had leaves home and that, and they always had planned this one location in Mexico called Desert Rose. And the book leads you through a series of events and chases, and it's a lot of action in the book. And there is on YouTube, you can find the trailer for the book too, Sam Wesst, Wounded Warriors. There's a video trailer. It's a movie trailer is what it is about the book.
Oh, that's great. And where else can we find your book?
You can find the book at www.tatepublishing.com. You can find it on Amazon.com. You can find it at Barnes & Noble bookstores. And you'll be able to buy it soon on my website that I'm having developed right now, which is www.samwesst.com. Just remember, West has two S's in it, West.
Okay.
But you'll be able to buy it there as well.
And how did that kind of morph into a music career for you?
Well, I've been an amateur musician all my life. Never had any formal training. I still can't read or write music. I learned to play guitar on the tailgate of a pickup truck. A friend of mine showed me how to tune a guitar and play 3 chords, and I just took it from there.
I'm going to play one of your songs here for a second. What's this song called?
It's called Cotton Jenny.
Down where the cotton shimmers in the sun, it's 2-lane highway runs. Down where the nights are soft and warm, I think of you after the storm. Jenny, my cotton Jenny, what would them white folks say? You and I rode away from New Orleans.
That song's based on a true story. It's as you know or may not know, I'm an avid motorcyclist and traveled all over the country on Harleys. And I was down in New Orleans right after the hurricane because I had been working in the area. And I met a man on a motorcycle, and he told me the story about his lost love, where he had met a woman and he went back up north. He was from the Midwest, and the hurricane had come, and he went back and he never saw her again.
Is it true you've got an album coming out?
Yes, I do have an album. It's just a collection of 9 songs, original songs I wrote and performed, and I'll be recording again in the studio down in Mustang, Oklahoma in July. And the release date I don't have yet. I'm going to assume it'll be this fall that the album will be released, but it'll be with a full band accompaniment, and hopefully if things work out, maybe even a little backup singers on the way too. So.
And whose band are you using?
Well, it's Tate's Music Studio, and they have professional musicians. Some of them have performed with some big name artists in the past, and some of these musicians actually played with Reba McEntire at one time. So it's
that's fantastic.
It should be a very quality group of people. I hope I'm worthy of it. So,
would you consider putting that on the Amused Now website?
Love to put it up on Amused Now website, as well as
that's great.
My book as well.
But you still own the rights to your music and your books.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
That's great. So we'll be hearing a lot more from you, Sam Wesst, on music and books. How about a movie deal?
Yep. I'd love to have a movie deal. I've tried contacting a few studios and a few big-time producers, but I haven't gotten anywhere with that yet. But then again, I don't really know what I'm doing. So,
well, for a guy who doesn't know what he's doing, it's pretty good. Tell us about Sam Wesst. He's your pseudonym, but you have become him.
Sam Wesst is an interesting guy because he's, as you can tell, I'm no kid. I've been around the block. A lot of travel, international travel, a lot of different projects. I've worked on everything from military projects. I've worked on classified projects. I've worked on all kinds of construction projects. I've traveled in and out of the country. I've met a lot of people, a lot of amazing people over the years, which is a lot of the inspiration for music and writing that I do, and spent a lot of time and on the road in hotel rooms by myself, and that's where I always bring a guitar with, and I always have a laptop with, and I write music. That's primarily who Sam Wesst is. So
that's cool. Well, it's been great talking with you, and I just want to play 6 o'clock in the morning as we adjourn. Sound good?
Okay. Sounds good.
Six o'clock in the morning, my telephone rings. It's you without warning. Tell me that you love me. Suddenly I'm dancing around the room. Suddenly this old guy acts like a fool. Suddenly my heart pounding right out of my chest. Baby, you're the best. Baby, you're